What's up, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Today's video, we got some new news here from Plarium that we can go over. We also have something in the Plarium Play calendar that looks super interesting. I didn't think they were going to do something like this, but there it is in the calendar, so we'll go over that as well. Let's jump right into it. So let's go into the calendar. We have the Path of the Fate Weaver. So some people suggested that there might be something for Freyja. I didn't really think there was going to be, but there it is in the Plarium Play calendar, and it's going to be the Path event for Freyja's 5-star soul. They didn't mention anything about a smaller soul like 2, 3, 4, 5 split souls. It just says the 5-star perfect soul for Freyja, her avatar, avatar frame, and other rewards. So it's going to be summon and train. So it's going to be a summoning event plus training. We don't know if it's going to be a chase style summon. They have done chase style summons for these type of events. I think one other time. So we're not 100% sure whether this is going to be a summon version, like a summon rush version, or a summon chase version. But we know it's going to be summoning and training. Anyways, that's going to be on Thursday leading through the weekend. Unfortunately, yeah, like I said, it looks like it's just going to be the 5-star soul, so it might be an all or nothing type of thing. Is it worth it for her for a 5-star soul? Absolutely. She doesn't really require accuracy, but she loves stats. She can definitely make use of all the stats. Accuracy helps her, obviously land provoke, builds up her stats that way. She also gets defense, HP, which is really good. She actually hits okay as well, so giving her crit damage doesn't hurt. All the other stats just kind of make her more tanky, harder to deal with. I think it's a little bit of a bummer that they're doing training again for Freyja, because we obviously just had a Soulstone and training event for Freyja, which was pretty intensive. So I don't know how many people will have her leading up to this weekend. I think in this event, we have to check out what the milestones are before we actually commit whether it's good or bad. And judging by the wording in the event here, it looks like an all or nothing just for the 5-star. So it might not be for everybody, but looks like there's some big rewards here if you have shards or if you have additional training pieces that you need to work on. So it could be a good thing, but don't expect everyone to be able to do it. That's just kind of the way it goes for these events. And then up next, Plarium actually dropped us some news here. So I'm going to put it up right here. There's actually going to be a 40 Ancient Shard guarantee champion for Isenia, and she is one of the pieces for the Lady Mikage fusion. 40 Ancient Shards, I think it's pretty standard for an epic. It's a little bit, I would say, expensive for an epic, but if you're going to target one epic that you really need for something, Isenia is the high health piece that you might be missing for the Lady Mikage fusion. So if you need her 40 Ancient Shards to finish off Mikage, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So here's the Mikage fusion. She is one of the pieces that you need to fuse into, I forgot this guy, Kira, so that you can get Lady Mikage. 40 Ancients, it's gonna be on Thursday. Looks like it's gonna be 24 hours only. So if you guys are interested in that, it might be worthwhile. Again, it'll probably be during the Freyja's deck of Freyja's path. So you'll probably get some extra rewards along the way, but we don't know if it's a chase style or summon style. So Ancient Shards might not be worth much. But I think at that point, you kind of have to, think to yourself whether it's worth it to get a specific epic. The pools are getting bigger, so it's getting harder and harder to get the specific epics that you need. And I think if you have 40 Ancients around, it's the cost of getting it, I guess, just to get it out of the way. So up to you guys if you guys are interested in that. But the 40 Ancient Shard guarantee for Isenia. And then the day after, we actually have a 10x boost, which is nice. There's a 10x boost on Glade. Glade, the Meltwater from the Sylvan Watchers. It's actually super solid champion. Super solid champion. I did do a showcase on this guy when he first was announced, and the way it works is you probably wouldn't build him up with accuracy. Personally, I'd probably just put him in a 9-piece protection set, slap him in your Hydra teams, and he's gonna give your team lots of damage. He comes with potentially 4 buffs off his 1 kit. So he has increased attack, perfect veil for your whole team. So he could be an answer to like Torment as well. He gives a bit of turn meter, which is nice. And then he also gives increased accuracy, increased defense. This ability can be used even without any allies being dead, which is really nice. So yeah, potentially 4 buffs on your whole team. And then his passive also boosts your damage by 10%. And then if you have a protection shed, it's going to boost 5% for each buff. So it's going to be 20%, 30%. So this guy actually potentially could deal a ton of damage for your Hydra squad. Especially now with the Hydra changes, having obviously champions that can boost your damage, your entire team damage, is going to be very beneficial for you guys. He has great base stats. Everything about him is very similar to Duchess. He's a little bit more offensive minded because he does bring the turn meter boost, as well as his passive being more offensive minded, whereas Duchess gives you damage reduction. He gives you damage boosting, and whereas Duchess gives you more protection with block debuffs, he gives you turn meter boost. So it's it's a little bit more offensive minded compared to Duchess. His A1 similar to like almost Sifi, but it's way worse because having to target at 50% less HP is much harder than the turn meter condition for Sifi. So it's not as good. Freeze is obviously not as good as Sleep, I think, in most cases, but still a very solid A1. No need for accuracy. Speed in all battles, just like Duchess. Very, very nice. Very insane base speed. So he's up for 10x boost. Keep in mind that a 10x boost for a single champion is about 5% chance of pulling them. So the odds of pulling Glade is actually really, really small. He's not going to be somebody that you really want to say, I'm going to go after this guy and yeah, hope to get him. It's going to be a long shot. And then keep in mind, guys, that there's actually going to be, at the same time, there's going to be a 2x Sacred Shard event. So that's really good if you have a lot of Sacred Shards. You get a double boost on Sacreds. You have the Freyja's deck, Freyja's path going on for Freyja's soul. And then you have a 10x on a very solid champion. It's only 5% chance to get him, but it's a very solid champion nonetheless. Also, guys, keep in mind, if the Freyja's path event will be chase oriented, keep in mind that we also have this Prism Pool event that we can also save up our champions and pull during Freyja's path event. Again, the wording doesn't really give it away, whether it's a shard event or it's a chase style event. The more I read it, the more I think it could be chase style, which is kind of worse for Sacred Shards pulling because Sacred Shards is not worth that much. But it's better for like everything else, especially if you're pulling Ancients for Esenia. So it says summon and upgrade. Summon and upgrade. Summon. What do you guys think? I don't know. I'm not too sure here. Usually these are, like a summon rush, but I'm not too sure if it's chase. Not too sure. But if it's chase, then we also have the summon pool active. So you can save these guys for the Freyja's path. Also like remnants or anything like that you guys can use as well, just to help you guys get some points. Personally, I'm in pretty good shape for any kind of shard event. Got 58 ancients, Sacred Shards here, burning a hole into my pocket. I really want to use them and convert them into something. Yeah, just haven't been using many Sacreds the last couple months. But yeah, I'm probably not going to use any of the other shards. Primal's probably not going to use them as well. I was expecting maybe a Primal boost soon, but we don't have no news of that. But yeah, I'm looking to spend the Sacred Shards for the Freyja's path, and yeah, I'm looking forward to doing the Freyja's path, to be honest. I think it lines up pretty well. We got the 2x Sacred happening, lines up pretty well, and hopefully we can pick up the soul without spending like 50 Sacreds or something silly like that. It's been a tough week for the community. And obviously Plarium is not in our good graces this week. So hopefully they can, do us a bit right by giving us a better event on the weekend. but the verdict's still out on that. So anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Just a little bit of news here of what's coming in terms of events. Like I said, guys, 40 ancient shards for Esenia. It's a piece for the Mikage fusion if you guys are interested there. She might be the prize for some of you guys over the weekend, and then she might help you guys fill out the Mikage fusion. Otherwise, there is the Freyja's Deck of Fate, which gives you the 5-star Freya Soul up for grabs. And then we have a 2x Sacred Shard event with a 10x Glade boost. Keep in mind, it's only going to be a 5% chance of getting Glade, but it's still a boost. 2x Sacreds. I mean, some people might just pull just for 2x Sacreds. So. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are planning to do this weekend. If these events are relevant to you, are you excited? Will you be pulling? Let me know. But yeah, anyways, guys, thanks for watching to the end. Appreciate you all. And I'll see you guys in the next video.